Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Cup of JoJo. Well, y'all made it happen, and thanks for the push. Appreciate that. Uh, what am I talking about? Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna show y'all real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this out.
7:38 a.m. in the morning. Uh, yes, sir. This is what I'm doing this morning. I'm at 27 minutes, 36 seconds on the treadmill. As you can see, I just wanted to show you real quick. Yes, this is the treadmill, just in case something happens. That's right. Those are my orange shoes, my little orange Nikes that I purchased when I first got them in last August when I started working out. And then y'all know what happened. But Friday we talked so much about uh, working out that Saturday I went out there and cut the grass. Then yesterday, Sunday, I dusted off the baby, took all my caps off of it. I was hanging caps on this. Oh, sorry, put them all in here, this box. And decided that I needed to do something. So I did 30 minutes yesterday. And as you can see, I inclined 2 and I'm doing it in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes a mile. Not too bad. That's 122 calories that I've burned so far, but my thing is just that's my main thing. Doing at least 30 minutes. I was watching a movie on Netflix, and that's what makes it go by so fast. So I just stopped the movie right now just so I could watch it. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update. Just about 2 minutes of it, and I wanted to show you all this morning on Cup of JoJo. So this is what I'm doing. So anyway, it's one of my goals to start again. I know it's before my knee surgery, but just trying to get it going. That way I know once I start my knee surgery a week later, I start therapy, they're going to want me to exercise. So Christian and Nitsa started today. Very proud of them. So that's something that's very good. So here we go. 2 minutes. 30 minutes of that. So anyway, talk to y'all soon. Papa Jojo. Papa Jojo out.
So anyway, that is what I got from y'all. I got motivated to start doing this because Friday we talked about diet and exercise, and on Saturday I wanted to I just wanted to do something. But anyway, first of all, uh, welcome to Cup of JoJo. Morning off. A little sip of your favorite beverage. First cup of coffee for me. But I want to thank y'all for that push because I really needed. I really needed it. Uh, I did weigh myself, full on pads as they would call it, shoes, everything on, and I weighed 245.6 on our digital scale. Uh, so I got 45.6 pounds to get down to 200 or 205, whatever, however, I like to say I got 45 pounds to lose. That's my goal. How long? I don't know, man. Let's say let's take it gradually. let's take it, if I could lose 3 pounds in a month, 12 pounds, 12 months, that's 45 pounds, I think. you know, I did that pretty quick, but I want to say uh, 36 pounds. I'm sorry. I don't know where I got 45, but that's 36 pounds. But 45 pounds is what I want to lose. I'm sorry, but that's 36 pounds. But I think I could do it in a year. I'm sure I could do it probably more than that. But I mean, and faster than that. But uh, it just depends on my knee surgery, on how I'm going to do on how I do on my knee surgery, and I'm hoping that my knee surgery is not as bad. But I want to thank you all, talking to y'all, for that push that I needed to make it happen. And I told my wife I can't be the one talking about the D&E word, diet and exercise, if I'm not willing to sacrifice and go out there and be what I always am in the household, in my life, and when I was in my career, military career, and in everything that I tried to be. I was my work, my job, salesman. I was a leader. I was a hustler. I worked hard. I wanted to be number one. I worked. Wasn't always there, but I always worked hard to be there. So I always wanted to, I need to show that. I need to show that effort and that spirit that I always had in here, so that I can show that I can get to my goal. And it's not fair for me to talk about it and then not do anything about it. I always believe that if you're in charge, if you're a manager, if you're an owner, if you're a leader, whether it's military leader, whether it's a manager, whether it's if you're a cook, if you're a guy that sweeps the floors, if you're in charge of him, if you're a guy that picks up the trash, I don't care what you do in life. If you're in charge, if you're a supervisor, don't tell your people what to do if you wouldn't do it. That's just the type of manager I was, or a leader that I always became, because I've always believed that if you're a type of person in charge that tells your people to do stuff that you wouldn't do, then you're not much of a leader. Don't tell your people to do things that you wouldn't do yourself, or that you don't know what to do. Learn everything. A good manager or a good supervisor knows everything below him, because if you ever lose people, and you will, you know that you can back yourself up by doing the job until you hire somebody to do that job that they walked away from. Because people will test you, and they will tell you, you know what, you need me more than I do. Yeah, you probably do need them, but you always have to say, no, I want you here, yes, and I do need you here because I have other things to do. But you have to remember, I got in my position because I know how to do every single position here. There's a reason why I'm in charge. There's a reason why I own the business. There's a reason why I am put in this position, because I know every position there is here. A good supervisor and a good person that's in charge knows just about everything there is to know about what they're supervising. I'm not saying that they know everything about the business if they don't own the business, but I know that they should know everything that they're supervising. Don't act like you know it. You should know it. And if you don't know it, then go learn it. because there will come a time where your employees or your people that you supervise will test you and will tell you, you need me. And then you turn around and say, yes, to a point. But it's more that I want you here, not that I need you here. You don't make people do things that you yourself would never do. Yo, 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 how you doing? How you doing this morning? uh, I believe I can see. Is it 6 6 uh Jaime 666? How you doing? I'm just talking about how I got they hit my push. I started exercising. I was talking about exercise last Friday, and I'm gonna end up having knee surgery on the 27th of this month, and I started talking about it last week, diet and exercise, and I started doing it on Saturday. Uh, they pushed me to, I got, they did it, you know, you know, uh, y'all, they made it happen. The people, y'all made it happen, and thanks for the push. And I started walking on my treadmill for 30 minutes a day, and I did it for the last 2 days. I cut the grass on. I walked a mile and 1.7 miles on Saturday, weed eating my whole yard. Uh, that's a lot of walking, just weed eating. That's not the lawnmower. I have a riding lawnmower. Thanks, I appreciate that. Uh, and people might want to say, hey, why are you doing this? You're gonna have knee surgery. Yeah, but I know after knee surgery you go through therapy and then they want you to exercise it. And I didn't go like full speed. No, the treadmill has a small speed, and uh, time goes pretty quick. I took my phone, I put it on there, and I was watching a movie, a show on Netflix that I've been watching, and by the time you know it, boom, time goes so fast. I did it at 7:30. Oh, well, about 7:30, 7 o'clock this morning. I'm up earlier, but I had to throw, trash day. I had to get all the trash and all that good stuff together anyway. But and that I did pretty well. I mean, it was pretty good. So I am so glad that that people then I'm talking about how I can't talk about diet and exercise if I'm not doing it myself. So that was one of my goals. I weighed myself this morning. Full. I said full pads, but that was with shoes, everything on me. I weighed at 245. So my goal is to get to about two. When I met my wife, I was at about 210. I like to get bound to that. I weighed. I like to get to 200. So that's my goal. How long it may take, I don't know. If I can get down to, if I can get it down within a year, that would be good. I mean, a year passes by so quick. By the end of the year, by Christmas time, I like to get down to at least maybe 225, 230. That would be good. I think it's possible, but I want to do it the right way. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to do supplements. I don't want to do the liquid. I don't want to do anything. I want to do it where I eat in moderation. I'm already eating portions of meals. I started the exercise. I used to weigh 312, so I think I'm doing something good already. So I'm doing okay. So, but anyway, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Cup of JoJo. But I want to thank everybody that on Friday I think it was the push that I needed, and I can't be talking about diet and exercise if I'm not doing it myself. And I don't mean a harsh diet where you count calories. I'm not a calorie counter. I don't do that stuff. Uh, I'm a type of person that my dad used to say, push away from the table. So, having 7 daughters, he saw many diets come around. Sounds like you got well. I'm trying. I don't got. I'm not together with everything, but I guess at a 58 years of living, hitting 59 in May, I think I'm. think I'm trying to. I'm starting to get life. I'm starting to figure it out. Uh, I've had my ups and downs. Retired military. So yeah, I think it's starting to come together. I think it's starting to come together. It's been a fun ride. It's been great. I don't. I'm not complaining. I've had my ups and downs, but uh, military had me in a nice regiment where I was in nice shape and everything. But of course, after that, I've had 7 surgeries. I'm going into my 8th surgery now. Got back surgeries, shoulder surgeries, both soldiers, 2 heart surgeries, abdomen surgery, back surgeries. So now I'm going to knee surgery. So hey, but I'm doing okay. I people ask me all the time when I go back into the military. Yeah, in a heartbeat. I love serving my country. Uh, I mean, it was a good gig, as people would say. For me, I mean, that's just my opinion. Uh, I did it. I did it for the people. I mean, I did it for our people. I just loved it. I love traveling. Some places not so much. A lot of places I loved it a lot, but most of all I was in shape, and I learned a lot about how to train. And now, what I love the most now, that the push I got on Friday, when I went out there on Saturday, cut my grass, and then I started Sunday. We have a treadmill, and we haven't used it for a while. I took all my caps off, put them in a box that I was hanging up on top. I took the sweaters that we had on there, the hoodies. I dusted it off, and I got on there for 30 minutes. And then today I got on there again for 30 minutes. And now my wife and my son are going to start using it too. So now it's going to bring, uh, uh, it's bringing the family into a healthy mode now. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited that I was able to talk about diet and exercise on Friday, and with Cup of JoJo being on Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, it's gonna be great. But hey, man, you know, to women and men and children, exercise is important. Don't care, if you're old enough to walk. Walking is good. Walking has always been good. In the military, I talked about this on diet and exercise on Friday. That's all we did is walk. All we did was walk everywhere we walked. I told my son, the mess hall, when we went to go eat, it was, you walked almost half a mile to a mile just to go to the mess hall sometimes, depending where you worked at, depending where your workstation was at. Uh, from the barracks, depending where you think. I mean, you walked everywhere. You had to qualify every 6 months at the range, so uh, you marched. 6, 7 miles, sometimes 12 miles. You marched all the way to the range just to qualify, and you marched back. You did PT every day. I mean, uh, yeah, it was just one of those things. You just got used to it. It's good that you do it for the people. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at, and at the moment I'm going to go to bed now. Hey, have a good night. God bless you, and may you sleep well, man. Thank you for stopping by. Take care there, uh, Jaime, I think. Have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you, and may you sleep well. Sweet dreams, brother. Take care. But like I was talking about, I mean, thank y'all. But being 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 a supervisor is not the easiest thing, or being in charge. So what I was talking about, that is talking about myself, is I can't talk about diet and exercise and telling y'all that y'all need to exercise if I'm not doing it. It's just not right. This is why I wanted to come on this morning and talk about it because I wanted to let y'all know that I am now in the mode of exercising, but doing it with y'all and being that person that I've always have been. Don't just talk about it, do it. And I lost myself somewhere along the way, a long time ago. When my wife Itza, as they call her, Itza Pizza. When she first met me, she always said one thing about me. She always liked the way I was. The attraction to me was that I was always so confident. The confidence that I had about myself. And I think I lost that confidence somewhere sometimes. I feel like I lost it. And then along the way, I found it again with her. In between the time, I did lose it, but I think I lost myself sometimes because I went through so much. But then with her, I found that confident. But I always been confident, but I just lost it a little bit. And the depression hit and stuff like that. Started gaining so much weight. But then I found it again, and it's a fight, it's a struggle, and I know what the struggle, how this how it is. It's like it's a gap that that I can't feel sometimes. I can't feel it. It's still you just want to keep you just it's a hole that that it just you just keep throwing dirt in it, and it just consumes you. It's like quicksand, but yet it doesn't choke you. It just gives you enough where you can't stop. Whether you're eating, whether you're drinking, whether you're doing something that's not worth it for yourself. But for me, it was food, and for me, it was late night, and then I stopped. I found my confidence again, and I found my walking. And like I was saying last Friday, I started at 15 minutes, and I could barely make it. And then I went to 7 mile. I mean, walking 7 miles a day. Walking every once in a while. I'd run 2 3 blocks, and then I'd keep walking. Then I'd run another block, and I'd keep walking. But I can't say that I was running all that time like I used to run in the military. Uh, though in high school I was a long distance runner, and for long distance, I was a cross country runner. That cross country we used to run early in the morning. Uh, I used to when we practiced we would practice 15, 10, 15 miles. So we practiced for a 3 mile run on a Saturday morning for a cross country meet, and we were pretty good at it. We we had a good team. We had a real good team. We would place pretty high. I'd place first, and my buddies would place second, and sometimes fourth. Sometimes we get first, second, and third. But we were a pretty damn good team. We were a small team, a 3A school. Uh, we were pretty good at it. Uh, I was pretty good at the mile run for a high school. For junior, actually started out in junior high in seventh grade. I ran the the 880, which is 2 laps around the the track, and then we went to the mile run, and I became a long distance runner, and from there we became cross country, So yeah, I was a long distance runner, and we became pretty good at it. I mean, high school, then we went to high school, and then so when we went to the military, PT was nothing. I mean, it was became a breeze. 2 mile run in the PT was nothing for me. I did the 5 mile Marine a run against Marines. Uh, I'm proud to say it was easy for me. But I ran all the time. It was a consistent thing for me. I was pretty damn good with it, and I was proud of it. Uh, I was uh, I was 24, 25 years old, and I was beating 18, 19 year olds, and they didn't know what the heck to think about it. I had a sergeant that looked at me when I tried out and said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I said, just just give me a chance, man." And when he saw me do it, he comes up to me and he tells me, "Well," I said, "Don't talk to me." I said, "You you looked at me just because I was older than some of these young kids, and you counted me out before you even gave me a chance. So, you know, I don't need you to talk to me." And then he looks at me, he goes, "Don't disrespect me." I said, "That's exactly what you did to me." So he didn't know I was a sergeant at the time. And I told him, I said, "I'm higher ranked than you are. So what you need to do is F off my face and walk away." So then my lieutenant comes behind me and he looked at me and I told him what had happened and he looked at the sergeant and I don't know what happened to him. The next thing I know is I don't see him there anymore. But you know, you don't you don't do that to people just because I'm older and you give everybody a chance. But this guy didn't give me a chance, but I beat every single one of those guys there. You know why? Because I knew what I could do. But I was younger. And I was younger. I was 20. I think I was 25 years old. These guys are all 18, 19, out of high school. Ooh, wow, I'm better. And I beat the hell out of these guys. We went a 2 mile run and I lapped these guys. These guys were throwing up on the track. I finished the 2 mile run in, I don't know, about 9 minutes and 20 something seconds. I didn't even have to. It was sad. It was under 2 minutes. I mean, under 10 minutes. And these guys were throwing up. And I just looked at them and I just went up to them. "Hey, y'all okay?" They were like, "Yeah, I'm all right, man." And then this sergeant looks at me and he goes, "I didn't know." I said, "No, you don't know anything." I said, You looked at me and you already thought that I wasn't any good." I said, "You need to get away from me. I don't need to talk to you. You don't disrespect." I said, "You have no idea who I am, so get away from me." So as he followed me, my lieutenant was coming toward me, and I told him, I said, "You need to you need to get the F away from me." Or they said, and he started arguing. My lieutenant comes up to me, and he starts, and then I said, "Hey, what's up, sir? Hey, Reese, how you doing?" I said, "This guy saying that." I told him exactly. So he says, "You need to come with me." So he took him with him, and next thing I know, I don't see him there anymore. So anyway, this was to qualify for this 5 mile Marine uh, a run that the Army was going to go up against and of course, yours truly, I won the 5 mile Marine. A 19-year-old in the Marines was pacing the whole 5 miles. He was pacing it. He was pacing it pretty well. Toward the end, he was doing pretty well. The one thing, and I am so proud of what I had. I had a kick in the final, about the final, little more than half a mile. I could take a kick, and I could put on the back burners, and I could run, and I could snap it, and I'm gone. But I waited for about the last quarter mile, and I booked it. And I mean, I took off. I just hauled it. And this kid thought he had it made, and he was just prancing around, just thinking. And when I caught up to him, his eyes just like a deer in the headlight look. And I beat him. And his sergeant was just like, and I just looked at him, and the Marine boys didn't know what to think. I had a couple of them come up to me and congratulate me and say, "Hey, dude, you great run. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You know, they say nothing ugly. Then I just kind of, oh, of course, all my buddies are all like, man, Reese, man, you know, doing all the high fives, everything, you know, and they, you know, thank you, man, appreciate it, thank you, I appreciate it, you know, giving me the old chest bump back in the day, man, you know, they knocked me down, I was tired, it was one of my glory days. I had a fun time. It was in Washington, D.C. I had a fun time. I had a great time. I loved it. I was thinking about that. The reason I tell you that story is because I was thinking about that this weekend. And I told my wife, I said, you know, I want to, I told her I was going to cut, I mean, I didn't tell her I was going to cut the grass. I just get up in the morning and I cut the grass. And so I cut the grass on Saturday. But the first thing I always do is I weed eat everything. And man, that weed eating kicks my butt. Uh, if anybody's ever weed eaten, you have to hold on to that weed eater. And when you have back surgeries, back surgeries are never 100%. I don't care what people think. Just because you get surgery, people think that you're back to normal. You're never back to normal, whether it's on your shoulders, your legs, your knees, your ankles, your thighs, you know, your back, your neck, your elbows, you know, you're never 100%. Well, I weed eat it. And then after I weed eat, I take my riding lawnmower, put gas in it, I take off, and you know, then I cut the grass. And my son got mad at me, you know. You know, I love him to death, and he gets mad at me. He goes, "Why didn't you wake me up, Dad? I could have helped you." And I said, "No." I said, "I thought about waking you up, but I didn't wake him up for the reason that I wanted to work out, and I told him, I said, I didn't wake you up, CJ, because I wanted to exercise. I wanted to do my exercise through cutting the grass. I said, I know that you would have done it for me. You've done it for me. You've done it for your grandfather. I said, I just wanted to do it because I need to exercise. I said, I know that my knee will hurt. I know that my back will hurt. But everything hurts when I do stuff. So I'm going to have to do therapy when I get surgery. But if I can do this for the next 16 days, yesterday was the 10th, and I know today, I mean, Saturday was the 9th, so I think, you know, you got 17 days left. Tomorrow I'll be okay. So then I woke up on Sunday, and we had, my wife and I talked about the treadmill. And I always joked with her. I said, I'm going to sell that treadmill. I'm going to sell that treadmill. No, you're not. And I joke with her, and I joke with her. So Sunday I woke up, and I told her, I mean, Saturday we talked about it, and I woke up on Sunday. And I always wake up early. I mean, I'm one of those guys that I can sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up by 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's just the way I am. It doesn't matter, right? So I get up, so I look over at the treadmill. I woke up in the morning. I get a box and I take the caps and I start putting the caps inside the box. My Houston Astro cap, my fishing caps, my Dallas Cowboy caps, my just my Army caps, my where every fishing caps that I have, all the caps that I have, I started putting them. The ones I have there. And then I had hoodies there. I have my hoodies, my camouflage hoodies, my Colombian hoodies. I got my wife's sweater, the one that she wears when it was cold, when just easier to grab when you take off when you go outside, right? So I told my wife, I said, you know what? And what's good about that treadmill, that once you finish with it, here's the front of it like this. Well, the other part, it goes. Here's the treadmill. It goes up, right? So you got down and then it goes up. So it doesn't take the space, yeah, when you're using it, but then it goes up. Use it, it goes up. It's like a clamshell. So I told my wife, I said, you know what? She goes, I heard so much noise. What were you doing? I thought you were looking for more fishy stuff. I said, no, I used the treadmill this morning for about 30 minutes. But I was watching just TikTok so it could go by faster. Well, my hearing aids, which I don't have, I took them off because I wanted y'all to listen to that the video that I did this morning on the when I was doing that little 2 minute video that I showed that toward the end. When I put my hearing aids on my phone, when I put the hearing aids on for my phone, my hearing aids are they're like the iPods or whatever you want to call them. They're also, I can hear everything. I can hear people when people call me. I can talk to them. Uh, and when I want to see videos, when I want to see a movie, when I want to see anything, I can watch all my apps on there. I can watch anything that's connected to my TV. I can watch it on there. I can watch anything that any app. I can watch my movies. I can watch my Twitch. I can watch anything on there. So that makes it pretty cool, right? So I can put it on the little thing there, and I can see while so I was watching one of my uh, one of my season movies that I watch. It's a Korean movie, so I was watching it. I love Korean movies. I love my martial arts and stuff like that. So I was watching that, and by the time I knew it, it was 20 minutes. I still had like 16 minutes. I mean, I still had like 25 minutes into like 30 minutes. Like about, I think, what, at 20 minutes I still had like 10, like 16 minutes, I think. No, 36 minutes left in the movie when I had 20 minutes into the. So by the time I finished another 10 minutes, and I still had some more time in the movie. I still had like 20, 15, 6, 17, 18 minutes left in the movie. I still didn't finish the movie because I finished 30 minutes, but I'll finish the movie later on. But still, I mean, it went so fast. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you can watch a movie, put it in front of a movie, listen to music, whatever makes it faster for you, and it'll make it quicker for you. So that's what you want to do sometimes. You want to just do that. You want to make it quicker for you. You want to make it easier for you to go fast. Listen to something, watch something. By the time I knew it, it was 20 minutes. I started off at 1.5 miles because it has a little thing. I started off at 1.5, I went to 1.7. Then by the time I finished, I was at 2 miles a minute. I mean, 2 miles. I was at an incline at 2. It goes up to, I think, 10, 11, I don't know, 10 or whatever. I don't know. It goes up to so many inclines. I put it up at 2 inclines. It goes up. And I showed my son yesterday. He was like, "It goes incline?" I said, "Yeah, it actually inclines up so much." Now, it does have its own exercises where it goes faster for you, goes slow, goes fast, goes slow. I am not there yet. I do it manually. So we bought this. It's not one of those where you have a computer where it has its own, where it goes to the Wi-Fi or anything like that. No, it's just a regular computer. I mean, a regular, it goes gym treadmill. The one thing it does have is for my back. It has where it bounces, so it helps me for my back. Uh, and we've had it for a while, for a long time, but it still works. It does what we needed to do. The only thing is that we weren't using it. But like I said, y'all made it happen, and I want to thank y'all for that push because I can't tell y'all to do stuff and then me not do it. It's just not right. It's not good for a person to talk about things that we need to do to stay healthy, and then that guy's not, you know. It's like a doctor telling you to quit smoking and he goes outside and lights a cigarette. I never understood that. And I've seen doctors do that. Well, you need to quit smoking, it's bad for you. And then he goes out and he's smoking a cigarette on a break. I don't get it. I'm not. You do what you want. You want to smoke, you smoke. I have nothing against people smoking. I smoked for years. That was mine. It was my habit. I don't care. It doesn't bother me when I hear when I'm by people that smoke. I know people that quit smoking say, "Oh man, I can't stand people." But you know what? Shut up. Don't be one of those people. I don't care if you smoke. It doesn't bother me that people smoke. That's your life, not mine. You do. And if you smoke in front of me, it doesn't bother me. I have friends that smoke. I got a friend that we go fishing. He lights a cigarette. And he asked me, "Hey Joe, does it bother you?" No, it doesn't bother me. Do you feel like you want to smoke? No, I don't. I don't smoke anymore. So, no, it's been so long. I don't. How did you quit? Cold turkey. I just threw them away. I didn't want to smoke anymore, so I just quit. Oh, dude, I've heard. No, that's bullshit. You want to quit? Quit. That's all there is to it. That's my opinion. You do it the way you want to do it. This patch stuff, no. You just quit. It's a mind. It's right here. It's a mind game. I believe it's a mind game. People quit because they want to quit. That's my belief. If you want to quit smoking, then quit smoking. If you want to quit drinking, then quit drinking. If you want to quit drugs, then quit drugs. I'm not saying it's easy. You might have to go to rehab. You might have to go to different, but you have to quit. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. I've never been through hardcore drug and drinking. I understand that. But if you got to quit something, you just got to put it in your mind and you got to quit. I understand that. I know. I've been through anger management. I've been through different managing my own problems. I've talked to people. But if you want to diet and exercise, then diet and exercise. Is it easy? No. What I always say, anything easy, you have to work for. Anything. Anything you want in life is never easy. Anything you have to work for is always good for you. Uh, I don't know how else to put it, because there's things in life that people just, I don't know, man. There's just things in life that people don't get. Well, people don't want to get. People ignore reality or facts of what they're doing wrong, and they blame other people for why things are wrong or why things are bad in their life. I know, because I've done it. We just gotta stop. Just gotta stop acting like it's everybody else's fault, and look at the problem and then find a solution and then make it happen. Is it simple? I told you, no, it's not. It's never simple. Was it simple for me? Was it easy for me to just get on that treadmill? No. It's been a long time coming. Took me years to get on that damn treadmill. It was just a matter of talking to y'all and y'all giving me that push that I needed. And it's kind of sad in a way, because I've had that treadmill for years. And I should have been on it for a long time, but I just made excuses. I put that, we have that balm, that Tiger Balm. I have those patches. Man, you put all that stuff in it together. You need doesn't feel all that bad after a while. You know, I'm not saying it fixes it up and it, hoo hoo, I'm gonna go run 20 miles. No, or I'm gonna go jump off the house or anything like that, which I wouldn't. I don't recommend that. Period. But I'm gonna go jump off, you know, uh, this table and just see if my knee works. No, I'm not gonna do that, because I know that's gonna hurt it. I'm just saying that there's things that you can do to make it not as painful, but it's only gonna last for a little bit. But you just keep doing it until the solution is here. My solution is to get surgery, so I'm just waiting. And today's the 11th, so you know there's still time that I gotta wait. Yeah, I'm tired. I mean, I've been waiting for a while to get this surgery. But while I'm waiting, I walk anyway. Why not walk slowly, find my rhythm, watch a movie, walk on a treadmill? I like the movie anyway. I'm gonna watch it sitting down. Why not just watch it while I'm walking? I'm at home, not doing anything. What's 30 minutes? And then sit down, eat a sensible lunch, breakfast, dinner, and cut back. Just cut back and watch the weight disappear a little at a time. I don't have to go crazy. I don't have to go, oh my God, I gotta eat. No, just relax. Cut down on what you eat. Moderation. Push away from the table. Take the step forward. Move forward. First step, always the hardest. It's the hardest one you'll ever take. Move forward. First step, make it happen. They push me, I push you. Gently move forward. Gently push, push. I'm pushing you. Like y'all push me forward, I'm gonna push you forward. Okay? Just a little push. Just a little nub. Just a little push. Don't. I needed to push because I know that my weight hurts my back. For every pound that I'm overweight, it's 7 times more pressure, 7 times more pressure on my back. So if I'm overweight 45 pounds, multiply that by 7, and that's how much more pressure I get on my back, and that's how come my back hurts more. When I know that if I can get down to 210, 205, I'm not saying I know that my back was never going to get better. I know that. I've had 2 back surgery. It's been bad. I have titanium in the back, my lower back. I have 4 discs that are already fused together. I have damaged nerves. I know that the sciatic nerve will never be the same. I understand that. I know that my back will never be 100%. But if I can help myself by losing weight, which when I lost that when I went from 312 to 240, man, I tell you what, my pain is not as excruciating as it was when I weighed over 300 pounds. And I wasn't as miserable as I was back then. I'm not as miserable now. But I'm still hurting. And I still know that I got a long ways to go. And it took losing that weight from 312 to 240. It took me over a year, about a year, 400 and something days. It took me some time, and I started walking, like I said, from 15 minutes a day to up to 7 miles a day. I could barely walk 2 blocks when I first started. That was a hell of a journey. But you know what? I did it. I did it. And you know what? I have that written journey. I have it down. I'm going to read it to you. I have it down. I used to write it down, and I have it. The whole pages. I have it copied, and I need to write, and I need to read that because that was a journey when I started. I used to tell them how, just say things that I did that day, who I met that day, where I walked, what the weather was like that morning. It was a journey in itself. Losing that weight made me feel so much better because I was a 5X. And I hated wearing 5X. I hated myself. Not to the point where I wanted to do anything drastic to myself, but I just hated. I hated looking at myself. I went down to a 2X, where I'm at now. But I knew that if I went down a little bit more, it would help me. I do it for my health because there's times where I can barely move. And my son will be leaving home soon. Be going to college. And he wants to go to college and he wants to try out for a football team in college. So, like I told him, he needs to work out. He needs to do what he has to do, and he's doing it. But I'm doing it because I want to see him play. If he makes it into a football team, I want to be able to go and watch him play. I want to be here for him. I want to be here for my grandkids if he ever has kids. I want to take my grandkids fishing. I want to tell them stories like grandfathers do. I don't do it just for me. I do it for me first of all, but I do it for my family. it's not selfish to take care of yourself because you have to take care of you first. And then you take care of the people that you need to take care of. But if you're not healthy, how in the heck do you think you're gonna take care of the people that are around you or that you love? Answer that to yourself. Don't answer me. Answer that to yourself. How in the hell are you gonna take care of the people you love if you can't take care of yourself? If you're not healthy, how in the world are you gonna take care of the people that you love? How are you gonna take care of your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son, your grandkids, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, or vice versa? How are you going to take care of anybody you love if you are not healthy? Think about that. Just stop, just and think about that for a little bit. Don't get mad. Don't get, just take that in, breathe it. Don't get mad. Just think about that for a little bit. Because I thought about that. How is this ex-military man going to take care of his wife and son if I can't even walk? If I can't even take care of myself, or if I can't even do anything for myself, how am I supposed to take care of them? But if I start eating healthier, walking while I can still do it, just maybe I can start feeling better and being fit. Just think about that. And I'm not saying you gotta be, an Avenger or whatever, You just gotta be in a good, healthy, not just your mind, but your body too. You gotta be able to walk, you gotta be able to run. And I don't mean sprint, you know, but you just gotta be able to be able to say to yourself, I can take care of myself, but I can also take care of my wife, my son, or I can take care of my husband. So if all of y'all can take care of each other, then it becomes more of a group effort than just one person. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all become unified. Y'all become a unity so you can take care of each other. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I think when you work together, you come together, works a little better than just one person. My wife and son are gonna, they're gonna start working out. My son does physical education, PE. My wife is gonna start doing it, but it's motivational. Everybody motivates each other. Works out for both of us. Works out for all three of us, actually. But like I tell her, not I tell him, you don't do it for me, you do it for yourself, first of all. And then it works out for all of us. And you're not being selfish when you say, hey, I work out for myself, I work out for me, because if you're healthy, then you can take care of yourself. your people, the people you love. That's what counts. That's what matters. And I think people need to realize that has to be part of your routine. You have to make time to do 30 minutes a day. Yeah, I know. I started Sunday. Well, for say Saturday, but I started Sunday, and you know, you start whenever you want. You do it however you want it. I don't have an exercise routine for you. I don't know what your schedule is. You do it whenever you want. Like I told my wife, you're better in the evening than I am. I'm a morning person. I can't tell you what's better for you because you're not a morning person. And she's not. I love her to death, but she's not a morning person. My son, on the other hand, he's either or. He's a morning person. He get up early, but he's also a night owl. I mean, excuse me. Excuse me. Just depends, Uh, yeah. You see, not. No, I'm not. You see, and that's okay. But the thing is that you can't push the person. I used to tell her she should work out in the morning, but I was trying to tell her my time, and I can't do that. I learned that I learned that I can't make her do. I'm not so much make her. I gotta stop acting like she's me, but she's not. She's who she is, and she has her own time. She's used to watching. I go to bed and she can watch TV till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's how she is, though, and that's okay with me. My thing is that I can stay up and watch a show with her, and then she'll say, I'm gonna watch I don't know, some girly show, whatever she wants to watch. Okay, fine. I don't watch that. I'm going to bed. And it doesn't bother me. The lights don't bother me. The TV doesn't bother me. It's not bright. It doesn't. I don't know. I'm just one of those guys that I can. It's she freaks out. I can sleep through the TV, but if I hear something outside, I get up. I mean, I heard something outside. Boom. What was that? She said, "What was what?" I heard something outside. Oh my God! You can't hear TV, nothing like that, but your ears heard something outside. It could be a dog. It could be a cat. It doesn't matter. I heard something outside. She's like, "What in the?" But that's me though. Uh, I don't know. That's just the way I am. But I figured out, and it took me a while, that she's not a morning person, which is fine. And I'm glad I figured that out. So I told her, you can do it when you have to do it, when you want to, and then Christian can do it when he has to do it. Me, you know, by the time I do it, I'll do it early in the morning. I'll do whatever. If I'll do it by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm fine with it. That's my morning thing. But first, I'm gonna start off with the treadmill, and then eventually, I want to go out and do my my uh, my boxing and stuff like that. So, that would be good for me. It's just workout, a workout routine. That's it. You find what you want to do. Like I said, I mean, you find out how you want to do it, and just go do it. Oh my God. Oh, excuse me. But you do how you want to do it. I personally like to do it in the morning. It's just who I am. But I love the way that people find ways of doing what they need to do. Now, there's a lot of different people that work out. A lot of videos out there. A lot of you can get ideas from them. You can get ideas from the workout videos and stuff like that. I get my ideas were all from when I was in the military. Uh, a lot of it is common sense. Treadmill, you know, get on the bike, stationary bike. Uh, the thing is that so many videos is so expensive just to watch people. Now they get on a bike, they pay so much money for you buy this equipment and you pay so much money for for a trainer that's gonna be on the internet, and you pay so much money for this, and you pay so much money for a mirror that tells you to do this, and you don't need that. That's my opinion. You don't need that. What you need is to just make it happen. That's what you need. You need to get off your ass and get off the sideline and go make it happen. That's what you need. If you need to pay thousands of dollars a year to motivate you and to lose weight, you know, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not paying it. I'm not paying. I'm not paying $3,000 for a machine and then paying another what? What was it, like another $4,000 a year just so somebody can tell me to do what I'm doing on a treadmill or on a bike. Motivate yourself, people. Doesn't cost you a dime to do that. I'd rather. Why don't you save the money, buy yourself a treadmill, buy yourself a stationary bike. You don't need internet on it. What you need to do is motivate yourself. Get yourself some self discipline, self motivation, and do it yourself, and you can save that money. Now that's motivation. Put the money in the savings account. Or rather, go to the gym. Pay that toward the gym. I don't understand. But that's me. Uh, I'm not a I'm not a person that's gonna pay somebody money to I can look at while I'm riding a bike or looking in the mirror or I don't know. I used to go to gyms. Actually, I used to go to the YMCA. For veterans, I used to pay. I think it was very cheap. No, it was real cheap. I mean, it was. Oh man, it was like ridiculously cheap for us back when I first got out. Uh, and then they went crazy and started charging even more, and I was like, nah, I don't need it. I'm out. So the guys were like, "Oh, you're not gonna play basketball?" I said, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go to the park and play basketball. I'm good." "Oh, it's too windy." I said, "Like you can shoot. You're not that good anyway, dude. You know." And they were like, "Wow, that's messed up." I said, "You're not, dude." I said, "Basketball, I play just to run up and down the court. I don't play basketball because I'm a basketball NBA player. I play basketball so I can sweat and run up and down the court. And we play for what, 2, 3 hours? That's the reason I play, dude." "Oh, okay." I said, I'm decent. But I'm not one of those guys that's gonna. And then of course you got your guy that wants to score every damn point, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out of here. "Well, you're not gonna play?" I said, "I don't touch the ball, dude." I said, I'm here to play basketball. I'm not here just to watch one guy take the ball and go up and down the court. I said, if I'm gonna do that, I'll go run 5 miles, and I don't need that. So I'll go to the track and run. And then the guys get mad because I said, dude, I'm not gonna be here. He's not a Michael Jordan, and he's not Scottie Pippen. That was my time back in the day. I said, so I don't need that, and I didn't care. It wasn't, like I said. It's like when I played golf. I enjoyed golf. And I am not a bad player in golf. I'm a pretty good player. I mean, I like to play golf. Uh, and my nephews used to laugh when I would check one. I would mess up, and then they'd laugh at me, and I'd be like, "What are you laughing at?" I mean, yeah, it's funny, but why do you laugh? And oh man, and then when they would mess up, I just look at them and I say, "Why you get so mad?" Oh, I messed up. I said, and I said, dude, if I was a pro, do you really think I'd be playing with you? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be playing with you if I was a pro. Golly, Uncle Joe. I said, I'm just telling you. I said, this is fun. This is for fun. This is to come out here and walk 18 holes, drink a couple brewskis with y'all, and have a good time. Y'all guys take these games so seriously. And they were like, oh man, I said, I don't care if I lose or win. I said, I'm not a pro, dude. I said, if I was a pro, I wouldn't be playing with y'all. I'd be in some tour right now, trying to make a million, over $1 million, trying to get top 10 or win the whole tournament. And they would just look at me like, shake their head like, man, that's cold. I said, no, it's not. It's the truth. Look, anything can be exercise. Basketball, golf, football, little flag football, little thing, tackle football if you want to do that. Baseball, softball. Find a sport. Jump rope. I used to jump rope. I used to do 5,000 jump ropes a day. Uh, Boxing. I used to hit the bag. Uh, Lifting weights. Swimming. Swimming. Oh my God. Swimming is one of the best exercises. Swimming uses muscles that you don't even know you have. Every muscle in your body is used by swimming. Go swim. Go swim 10 laps. Well, actually, swim 5 laps in the pool. In a good sized pool. Go to your YMCA and swim 5 laps in the Olympic sized pool. Or I think it's an Olympic sized pool. But go swim 5 laps. Over there and back. You'll count it as 10, but one and back, over there and back is one. Go swim 5 of those. Oh my God. When I was having therapy for my back in the Army, oh my God, that was part of my therapy. Jeez. You talk about hurting. Hey, good morning, Red. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I just wanted to tell you, y'all made it happen. Thank you for the push. I I it's been I well, first of all, on Saturday I cut the grass and I did 1.7 miles, weed eating, all that good stuff. But anyway, I did that. And on Sunday, 30 minutes on the treadmill. And today, 30 minutes on the treadmill. So thank you for the push. I started doing the treadmill. Yes. But yeah, but go and swim. I tell you what, just had breakfast. That's good. Yeah, that swimming pool, swimming will make you will make you use every muscle in your body. And it is one of the best exercises you can ever have, swimming. But I tell you what, you can find anything that you can do, and you can work out, and you can do it, and you can have fun with it. But it's got to be what you want to do. Don't just sit there and not do anything because it's It wasn't fun. It's not fun, man. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Sometimes you will have to have a cool down. You will have to sit down and not do. Like I said, 2.5 hours a week. That's 30 minutes a day. You can do it how you want it, or you can walk every day. That's up to you. Uh, Started mine yesterday. I mean, a Sunday. Uh, and like I was saying earlier, I can't tell people to diet and exercise if I'm not willing to do it. Every once in a while, I make my own cake batter pancakes. So good. Oh my God, girl, making me hungry. That sounds so delish. Cake batter pancakes. Wow, that sounds good. Atlas has had 3 of them so far. Oh man, he sounds like Christian when he eats pancakes. That boy would eat pancakes like crazy when he was younger. It's a nice treat. I make them on the smaller. Yeah, that's the way Christian was. He used to have the little smaller size pancakes. Oh, that boy, pancakes and bacon. Oh, sprinkles and blueberries. Something Itza would eat. Ooh, the devil made me do it. That sounds so good. You killing me, girl. Killing me. Mm, mm, mm. It's the devil, mama. Oh man. Yeah, so oh girl. Well now I know what you have to make when we go visit. Yeah, but you know, pumpkin ones. Huh. Never had pumpkin ones. Interesting. Golden butter cake mix and add a can of pumpkin puree and cinnamon. Oh wow. Caramel syrup on top. Oh girl, man. That sounds so good. God, that sounds good. Ah, is it Thanksgiving yet? Oh my God, girl, that sounds so good. I can imagine. Yeah, that's a good idea. You hear that, Itza? Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, with they wouldn't last with Christian or with Itza. I'm just kidding, babe. I'm just joking, Mama. Now with me and Christian, they wouldn't last too long. It's okay. She's talking about pancakes. Yeah, with me and Christian, it wouldn't last that long. But that sounds, man, those pumpkin, man, that sounds good. Well, now we know what you have to make when we visit. Of course, I'm trying to blame you. That's what I do. I'm just kidding, babe. You know I love you. No, please. Soggy, we thank you for the follow there, Soggy. Appreciate it. And welcome to the stream. Soggy Wheat Mix is now following. All right. Thank you, man. We're here we just talk about just about almost everything under the sun. I appreciate it. Now we're just oh yeah, send it to Itza, send her the recipe. Just talking about how I was talking about Friday. I was here we are talking about working out, and these girls are talking about making pancakes. They're killing me over here. But on Friday I was talking about diet and exercise because you know, I'm getting surgery on my knee, but on April 27th, and we're talking about what's a good routine for diet and exercise. And then on Saturday I cut the grass, and on Sunday I started working out on my treadmill. I started walking 30. I walked 30 minutes, and I walked 30 minutes today. And I felt like the push was from talking on Friday, and y'all made it happen because I felt like y'all gave me just the right push to get me going, because I felt like I didn't feel right talking about diet and exercise and then me not doing it. I mean, I wanted to do it, but there's just so many things, I've had so many surgeries, so many things come up all the time, and I always talk about making things happen, make it happen, make it happen. And you have to make time. And Sunday I took all the caps off that were hanging on the actual they were hanging on the on the treadmill, hoodies and also umbrellas. Was a couple of umbrellas are hanging on there. So we're getting the backyard cleaned up for the kiddie pool so that we can teach the little one how to swim. Oh, I remember that when we taught Christian that. So we were talking about that. So Sunday I cleaned it off, and I walked 30 minutes. It becomes a dumping ground. It happens. Yeah, and then you hang this, you hang that on it. So Sunday I put all my caps inside a box, and anyway, so this is what I'm going to show y'all real quick, right? Check this out. I showed it in the beginning, but I want to show you again. 7:38 a.m. in the morning. Yes, sir. This is what I'm doing this morning. I'm at 27 minutes, 36 seconds on the treadmill, as you can see. I just wanted to show you real quick. Yes, this is the treadmill. Just in case something happens. That's right. Look at my orange shoes, my little orange Nikes that I purchased when I first got them in last August when I started working out. And then y'all know what happened. But Friday we talked so much about working out that Saturday went out there and cut the grass. Then yesterday, Sunday, I dusted off the baby, took all my caps off of it. I was hanging caps on this, oh, oops,
sorry, put them all in here, this box, and decided that I needed to do something. So I did 30 minutes yesterday, and as you can see, I inclined 2, and I'm doing it in about 2 minutes, 2 minutes a mile. Not too bad. Just 122 calories that I've burned so far, but my thing is just that's my main thing. I'm going to be doing at least 30 minutes. I was watching a movie on Netflix, and that's what makes it go by so fast. So I just stopped the movie right now just so I could watch it. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update. It's about 2 minutes of it. And I wanted to show you all this morning on Cup of JoJo. So this is what I'm doing. So anyway, it's one of my goals to start again. I know it's before my knee surgery, but I'm just trying to get it going. That way I know once I start my knee surgery a week later, I start therapy, they're going to want me to exercise. So Christian and Nitsa starting today. Very proud of them. So that's something that's very good. So here we go. 2 minutes. 30 minutes of that. So anyway, talk to y'all soon. Papa Jojo. Cup of JoJo out.
So anyway, that was just this morning. I was on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and it was like I said. I started on Sunday. I cleaned it out on Sunday, and what that turned, just real quick, what turned it is that Saturday I got up and I weeded it the whole yard, and it took me I actually walked about 1.7 miles weed eating the whole grass, and the reason I know that is because the watch. And not that the whole yard is 1.7 miles, it's just that going back and forth, the front yard, backyard. And then, of course, I got on the riding lawnmower and I cut the grass. But, man, just doing the weed eating, oh, my God, that is a lot of walking. I mean, but it got me thinking. Y'all made it happen. Y'all gave me the push. Talking to y'all gave me the push that if I'm going to talk about diet and exercise, I can't just talk about it. I got to do something. I felt, and this is me, not that I'm in charge of anybody or anything like that, but I felt like one of those movies where, or a sergeant that we've had and I've seen that supervisors that tell people to do things that they would never do. I was always a person in charge when I was a supervisor, a sales manager. Don't ever tell your people that you work for to do something that you wouldn't do. Doesn't matter what you do, whether you pick up trash, sweep the trash. If you're in charge of people in your department and you would not do the things that you ask them to do, then don't ask them to do it. So I felt that you all gave me that push to make it happen for myself. I felt like I was asking y'all, what is y'all's diet and exercise routine? And yet I felt kind of guilty because I didn't have one and I needed to get one. And I decided that I needed to do something. And yes, I know I'm having a surgery on the 27th of of April, but like I was talking to Itza, I have to walk. I'm still walking. I mean, why not just take my time, get the treadmill, and do it? I watched the movie. I watched a Netflix movie that I'm watching on my phone. I watched it on my phone. I'm watching it anyway, and by the time I knew it, 20 minutes had gone by like that. and I just set my phone down. My hearing aids, I took off my hearing aids so y'all can listen to that, but my hearing aids, I can listen, have the word that connects to my phone where I can hear anything come out of my phone, whether it's the people that I talk to when they call or anything on an app. So that makes it so much better. I just put it on the treadmill, has a little flap on it. So I put it on the treadmill and it just makes it so much better for me to listen to. So, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Red, for all that, and makes me feel better because now I feel like I I'm doing something. I feel like I'm doing something. And my goal, I did weigh myself, as I call it, full pads with my shoes and everything on it, and I weighed 245 pounds, 245.6. And my goal is to lose 45 pounds. So I want to get down to 200 pounds, and that's what I want to get down to. And I know I can do it. How long it may take, I don't know. Uh, I'm hoping that I can do it. I want to see how long it may do. I'm thinking hopefully within, maybe by the end of the year. If you did, we're looking at what, April, depending how it goes with the knee surgery, which we're looking at April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. We got 8 months. Maybe by the end of the year, I could be at maybe 220, 215. I don't think that's too much to ask for if I just push away from the table, eat in moderation, do what my therapists tell me, and keep walking. I know that I know that they're gonna push me and get my knee going. So it's gonna be I saw my father-in-law go through his knee therapy, and that was hell on him. It was hard because I know when I went through my therapy with my shoulders, oh my God, the hardest thing was the first when they were popping, when they were making my arm go back and they were twisting it and turning it and all that good stuff. So we'll see what happens there, but I will work hard and I promise y'all that I will, you know, if I have to buy a 6 pack of Coke, I will show you my 6 pack. So promise. Papa Jojo got jokes. Anyway, I just want to thank y'all that y'all gave me that push, and I'm excited because I I'm mostly excited because I cleaned out that treadmill. We can actually use it now. So I've been joking with Itza for I don't know how many years that I was gonna sell that damn thing, but it's just funny. It's just a joke. It's just a joke between her and I that I always tell her I'm gonna sell that that treadmill, and her thing was like, "No, you're not," and I just joke around with her. But I'm glad that we were able to use it. It's not a fancy. I mean, it's a good treadmill. It has where it gives a shock resistance in the bottom, so it can help my back. So he knew better. Oh my God! I tell you, yeah, babe, whatever. Not afraid of you. Stay in your room. Love you. There's nobody behind the curtain. Anyway, but is what party 50? Is that is that 50? Is that what it was? It didn't say anything. Oh my God, Eve, what is wrong with you? Can you send me some pancakes? I'll take one. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Red. I'll take a pancake, just one. I'm cutting down. Love you, Eve. Thank you, Red. Love you, love you, love you. My God, you see? You're a sweetheart. Man, I tell you. Hey, Eve, by the time you know it, I'm be going on that longboard. I don't know how long I'll be. No pun intended. I don't know how long I'll be on it. Get it? Long. Anyway, but I tell you, I bet I'll be a couple seconds, but I'll get on that longboard someday. And I can't wait till we all get together. That would be so cool. But uh, we'll be we'll be uh, we'll be an exercise diet and exercise family at that. But we'll have a good breakfast and tell your neighbor I'll be going over there for some Krispy Kremes. Oh, it'll be so fun. Yeah, we'll Atlas and Denver and oh man, we'll be having a good old time, Red. Oh man. We'll all be coming out on Cup of Jojo. Everybody be coming out. But Cup of Jojo live from Tennessee. Oh man, that'd be good. That'd be so awesome. But I am so glad that I started because I think I'm gonna start feeling more energetic. Well, not that I have that. Not that I'm not energetic, but uh, I think I'm gonna feel more. I don't know. I'm just gonna feel better. I'm just gonna feel more pumped up. There's a lot of things to do outside the house. There's a lot of stuff that I got that I've been throwing out at the yard, and uh, I dumped a lot of stuff from the shed outside that I needed to throw at the dump, and I need to throw it out. It's time for me to throw it out, and it's just been. I started right before my first surgery, and I haven't been able to do much with it, and it just been there, and now I gotta kill. I gotta pick it up. I gotta kill all that grass. Well, that grass is dead already, but I gotta pick up all that stuff and just throw it in the back of the truck and go throw it out. So that's some more exercise, fun, but still, I feel good about it. I felt this morning that 30 minutes went so fast. I think the show that I'm watching is like 53 minutes a show. I think that I can probably do the whole show, but like I said last week, I'm taking it slow, so 30 minutes is kind of where I want to be at right now. Maybe eventually after everything, I'll pick it up, but I think 30 minutes is good, and then from there I want to go outside and start doing boxing after my therapy and all that good stuff. But for now, walking, I'm doing something, you know, I think it's okay. And then watching what I eat, moderation. Uh, I'm just excited. I'm just excited about everything. So, and Eve, thank you once again for the 50 bits. Girl, I don't know what to say about you. You are so great. You are wonderful. I love you so much. I love y'all so much. You're a wonderful person. You are. I don't know. There's words I can't. There's not any words I can describe y'all. You are family. You are. I don't know what to say. You say it all. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But thank you. We have so much fun on this on the I have so much fun on this stream, and uh, if you find this stream, this is family. Yes, I do a lot of family. We have a lot of we have some. Some of my followers are just. I mean, they are family. I mean, I have Red that I call Red. They're her family. I have Dragon. She's family. Aaron, she's family. I mean, these are followers that have followed me from when I started. Uh, I have followers that come in and out. I have followers in the background that shadow me. Morning. There. Speaking of the devil, I tell you, Dragon. She comes out. I'm telling you, hi, Dragon. How are you this morning? Uh, these are family, and if you want to follow, please follow me. I'm on Twitter. Uh, I'm also on Instagram, Papa Jojo. But mostly follow my Twitch page. Follow me here at Cup of Jojo. I not only do Cup of Jojo, I love doing Cup of Jojo. This is something that my and I love her to death. She is awesome. Dragon. We were talking about this, and she tells me, "Well, Papa Jojo, oh Joe, you'd be awesome at this, but I have to tell you that I will not show up because I don't like them." And guess who shows up? My dragon lady. There she is, right there. She will. She's the one that tells me, "Well, not ready for work." As always. And I love we love her. She's a sweetheart. But and she's the one that came up with Cup of Jojo. Well, we always say Cup of Joe in the military, but and she knew that, and Dragon was the one that told me to call my chat. I always to call it Cup of Jojo because well Papa Jojo, but then she said call it Cup of Jojo, and I thank her for that. Not ready for work either. My computer isn't wanting to cooperate, so it's been a morning. Oh man, I tell you. But hey, I'm sorry y'all are having a bad day, but I'm having a wonderful day because of y'all. But most of all, Dragon, you're one of them. Thank you for the push. Uh, I started working out. I started the treadmill on Sunday, and I've done 2 days of 30 minutes on the treadmill. And I want to, y'all made it happen. Thank you for the push. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel so much better just walking 30 minutes. I I do. I feel I just feel good. I know it's only 30 minutes, but I know 30 minutes a day is going to get me where I want to get to. I weighed myself this morning and I weighed 245.6, and my goal is to lose 45 pounds, and I'm going to get there. And by the time you know it, like I said earlier, if I have to buy a six pack of Coca Cola, I'm gonna buy a six pack and I'm gonna show you my six pack. So I'm gonna do it. But anyway, I got a joke. But uh, I will lose that weight, and I'm gonna do it. I know that I I know that I'm going to have surgery, but I know that I've been through this. The people that are going to do my therapy, they are wonderful people. They've done my therapy on both of my shoulders. Uh, what is her name? I forget her name. She is a wonderful person. Babe, do you remember her name? I cannot remember her name. Anyway, she is such a wonderful person. This the main girl that works there, and once she sees me again, I know she's gonna, oh, Mr. Reese, and they all says, and all of them there are just great people, and she will be working. I know that she's gonna be uh, what is, I cannot remember her name. Dang heck. Anyway, she is going to be surprised when she, not surprised, but she's going to see me and she's going to say, again? I said, yeah. First, it was my shoulder, then there was my right shoulder, then my left shoulder. Now it's going to be my left knee. So uh, she's one that really, she tells me all the time, she goes, I really like working with people like you because you really want to get better. I said, of course I do. So she works extra hard with me, and she knows I want to get better. So uh, so she's gonna work with me, and she's always, she's Filipino, so she's a sweetheart, and she's always she speaks Spanish, Filipino, obviously English, and she speaks German. So her and I get a little German going there once in a while, and she kind of throws German at me, and I throw a little German back at her, and she kind of looks at me. You know German? I said, I know a little bit of German. So uh, it's gonna be pretty good talking to her again. So yeah, she tells me that poor Itza for having married me, and I just kind of laugh at. I just kind of look at her. And I just kind of laugh. And anyway, but I'm excited that I'm starting to work out a little bit so that I can get that. So I hear niece takes like 30 minutes, but gotta be there for 2 hours before and 2 hours after. My dad said there's no recovery time. Well, uh, yeah, my 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 father-in-law went through that. Yeah, that is so true. So I hear it takes like 30 minutes, but gotta be there. Yep, that's what his doctor said. Yeah, my doctor said that, and my father-in-law has already gone through that. And we have the same doctor. He's the same one that did my shoulders. The doctor is gonna do mine. Yeah, I mean, that's what worries me the most. As far as that, that's what sucks. And then, but what's so bad is that I don't even know. They don't even know. They're not gonna know what's wrong with it until they know what's wrong, right? Some of it, but until they get inside it, what's how much damage there really is. They know some of the damage, but they don't know if there's more damage than what they saw. That's what sucks. Just like my shoulder. My shoulder, they said it was going to be 45-minute surgery. By the time they got out of there, it was almost 6 hours. And on both of them, they had to put a plug in. They had to take care of some of the torn ligament. Then, oh man, all kinds of stuff. And they did the same thing with this one. They had to put a plug in on this one, and oh my God, it was all messed up. So yeah, that's what the worst thing is. And the thing is that if I don't do the surgery, it'll it'll get worse. It'll tear up even worse. And I'm like, damn if you do, and damn if you don't. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, my doctor said that supposedly it's an in and out, but I don't know. Itza has been worried for a while. I think that's why Itza hasn't been streaming too much. She don't say much, but I know my babe. I know my pizza. She's been worried. She always gets worried. She gets more worried than I do, I think. I don't, I tell her not to worry too much, but I can't stop her. My son's the same way. I worry too, but I don't know. I don't know what to. Yeah, I know you're worried, babe. But, gotta take it a day at a time, my love. I think it'll be, doctor, our doctor, he's doing this. You're sleeping and I'm listening, or you're breathing even though you have that CPAP machine. I know, you're always doing that. No matter what. Yeah, I know you worry a lot about my surgeries. I'm sorry I put you through that. Yeah. Well, I just try to think positive. I mean, I worry too, but everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, I know how y'all feel. I appreciate y'all worrying, but you know, I just want y'all to, you know, give prayers for my Itza and for my son. That's so true. That's why I always tell you. That's why I always have a talk with Itza and Christian. Yeah, you know, but that's why I tell y'all. You know, you gotta stay strong. You gotta take care of his mom. He's gotta take care of his mom, and she gotta take care of our son. You know, I mean, just never know. It come out like the Bionic Man. Make me faster. Who knows? I don't know. I think about it, especially when the time gets closer. Right now, it's you know it's the 11th, so it's not till I get to the hospital on Monday, the Monday before the surgery. I have to check in. I have to go admission, and then a couple of days later, I get the surgery. Yeah, that that messes you up. I was, you know, yeah, that's true. But are you always? I mean, you're prepared, but are you really prepared? I don't know. They just, you know, just take it one day at a time. And you just, I mean, to me, it's just another day. But I just worry about my son and my wife. That's it. I don't worry about myself. I worry more about Itza and Christian. Yeah, it's always scary, and you have to tell yourself to prepare. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's true. Everything's gonna be all right. Yeah, I hear you, Red. I've had my own too. Red, damn, Red, you're a movie in itself. Yeah, I've had my time. I've had my accidents. Yeah, I've been there. Man, Red, you've been through some hell. Well, I'm just glad you're here with us, Red. So glad you're here with us. I'm so glad you have Denver and Atlas. And you have us too. Yeah, I've been there. I've happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time plenty of times. Sucks, but what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, it's just one of those things that you don't think of. I don't know. It's just weird that things like that happen, and you don't think about it till later. I think if people go back everything that has happened to them in their past, and then you kind of just sit for a while and let it simmer for a while, and you think, damn, all that stuff has happened to me. Yeah, I don't think you'd have gone far, would you? When was it, Itza, that I was using a Royal Legal lawnmower? Damn. Itza, was it when you went to the Brownsville College that there was shooting from the border? Hey boy, you were like the Flintstones that day, huh? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember when Itza went to go take a test at her at the she had to take a test. She was going to college online, and I think well, I was taking care of Christian. Christian was a baby still, and Uh, her dad took her to her dad took her to the college in Brownsville, Texas. It was about and the college is like right by the river, right by the border. I mean, it's the Rio Grande River, and right across the river is Mexico. And right when she finished the test, shooting started, and the bullets shot where they were hitting the door of one of the buildings next to hers. And it was like, oh, I was like, oh my God, she had to get down. I mean, everything. I was like, oh damn. And then she barely, they barely made it out of there. And then I was like, damn, girl. But she got her test done and everything. Then I was like, Jesus. Of course, it came out in the news and everything. I drive closer toward us, the next target. I was like, I don't care if this are done with my car and I'm out. I'll wave when I got my car and I was just forwarded. Damn, girl. Man, I tell you, you and Nita have had some days. About 30 feet away. Damn. I tell you, people do the craziest things, man. Well, it was like I was saying, when that time when Nita was going through that, all she was doing there was taking a test. I mean, she finally she finished the test, and I mean, I can imagine showed up right after he left and he to get him. People are about man, I tell you. And well, could you imagine the bullets were coming from across the border from Mexico, and while she was finishing up her test. And they were just like, oh, it's okay. And I was like, it's okay, my ass shit. The school's getting shot down. I mean, and then now up to this day, the bullets are still there. Well, the bullet holes are still there on the building. And they act like, well, it's no big deal. It happens a lot. Now you wonder why people don't go to school there. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, all the tests were moved to the school here at the college here in Harlingen because people weren't going to go to Brownsville and take their college test anymore over there. The people that were going online. That's crazy, and that's a university. Man, that's crazy, man. They wonder why their baseball team got cut. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a pause for the cause. Okay, so we're back. Question for Joe when he gets back. Do you have an exercise routine, or do you see how you feel that day, or go from there? Well, what I do is my routine is I get up and uh, I stretch out a little bit. I do uh, the stretching for my back. Uh, I do the stretching for my back for reasons. For my back, I get on the floor and I do the stretching back, and then I do uh, 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 anything like the stretching exercise for the arms. Do this up in the thing. I do anything I can for stretching. Uh, the legs, and then after that, I try to get on the stationary bike for about 10 minutes, loosen the legs, and then after that, uh, before I started the treadmill, I used to just get on the bike for about 10-15 minutes, and first the stretching, then get on the bike, and then after that, I would go to the jump rope, and from the jump rope, I would go to sit-ups, and I would go to push-ups, and then I'd go to sit-ups, and then I would jump rope about 100 jump ropes, and then I'd go to my boxing, to the bag. I would do the bag for about 30 minutes. So that would be what I would do. Now what I'm gonna do, I'd still do stretching, and now what I do now is I stretch out. I do the stretching, like I said. I stretch out the arms. I do the legs. Now I'm going on right before I stretch. Right before I go on the treadmill, I stretch, and then I get on the treadmill for 30 minutes. That's what I'm doing now. What I want to do is I want to add on the walking. Well, after I do that, I want to add on to go outside. Well, I'm probably not going to do that till after my therapy. I want to do that. Add add the boxing to it. Add the bag and start working out on the bag. But doing my push-ups and my sit-ups, trying to work in that routine. Uh, Talk to them about my jump roping. Uh, but I got to talk to them about the boxing too, when I can do it on my knee. I'm sure walking is going to be something that I'll be able to do with them once I get it. Once I get that, but I normally had a routine when I would do that. That was my normal routine when I did that. Now weightlifting, when I used to lift weights, I was doing upper body Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I was doing lower body, the legs, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Uh, I was working with triceps and biceps uh, on certain days, and then I was doing bench press also. Uh, that I wasn't doing a lot of heavy weights. I was doing more tone weights. Uh, I was doing 3 reps of each, and then like depending, 3 reps of, and then I would do chin ups, pull ups, but in between the resting of my reps, I would do 10 push-ups. Just 10, nothing. And then I would go back to my triceps or my biceps, or to do curls, uh, just different. But I would do free weights. I didn't do the universal set. I don't I don't like universal sets. I don't think that's my personal thing. I don't really like the. In high school we did all the universal stuff, but when I got out of the military, when I got into my own at home, I always had the free weights. I always had the. At first, I started out with the free weights, the ones that had, the regular. They were like the plastic, had cement, but they were just the regular. And then I got the metal, heavy duty weights, uh, weights, and then we would go. And now I would do like the curls with the heavy duty, the ones that you buy. I would buy like the 10 pounds, 15, 20, up to 30 pounds. I didn't go higher than that. Some guys get the 50 and the other heavy. I don't do that. With that one arm thing and stuff. Uh, I did get the plates where I put them on the big bar so I can bench press. I used to bench press. The most I bench pressed was 325. Uh, that was when I was in a lot in one of my best shapes in the military, but I wasn't really much of a hardcore. Uh, I would end up on the floor like a banana split. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would bench press. I mean, I wasn't a hardcore. A bit. I was thin, but I worked out a lot. I worked out a lot. I was pretty strong for my size. A lot of people would freak out on me because I was pretty strong. I had I had some lifting power. Itza would freak out on me when we moved. When I moved, I would lift everything. I was a lot skinnier. I mean, I weighed like 210 when we first met, and when we moved over here, I moved everything by myself. I moved everything, couches, refrigerator. I mean, I moved everything that we had. And she was like, "How do you?" I said, "Don't worry, I don't need anybody." And I picked everything up. And she was like, "How the hell do you?" I said, "I got it. Don't worry about it." I had a dolly and stuff like that. But she was like, "How the hell do you pick that up?" I said, "It's not that heavy." You know, I mean, I didn't think it was. I mean, I knew that, I was younger, yeah, but I could still pick things up. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. You know, she she just didn't understand how I picked up a lot of stuff. And I mean, but I was always in shape. I mean, at that time, I still ran. I still lift weights. But I was going to a gym at the time too, and then I stopped going to the gym. Uh, this got too expensive for me. But she was always she and she understood that I was always, come here, big boy. Hey, come on, Zuski, come on. Uh oh, Mama calling. Oh, there he goes. He was gonna get up, but mom. But that was for working out. I haven't worked out in weights for years. I haven't worked out in weights for, man. I made Eats in 2003. I probably haven't lifted weights since about 2005, maybe 2006. So it's been a long time since I've lifted weights. And now I wanna I'm looking at getting a weight set. I mean, a whole lifting weight set for Christian and myself, so we can start lifting weights again. But I want to teach Christian the way I used to lift weight, but I want to teach him, if he wants to get bulked up, there's different ways. You don't have to drink anything. You don't have to, you just gotta see. Christian's a tall guy, so Christian's a tall guy. So my thing is that he's gonna get bulked up. He's gonna get big. So he's tall, and he's pretty well. As tall as he is, he's gonna get a good muscle mass because he's big boy. You don't need anything. I never drank any of that stuff. I never believed in any of that stuff. I mean, that's me. I'm not. I wasn't a bodybuilder, so I didn't believe in that. I mean, that's me. That's y'all. But my routine was, bench press, leg press. Don't forget leg day. That's all I say. I used to see these guys that were all built up here, and then you look at their legs, and they look like duck legs. I always used to tell them, "Did you forget leg day, boy? What's wrong with you?" And they'd get all mad at me, but I'd be like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't understand that. All they do is work on their upper body, but they never work on their legs. I mean, legs are very important. Uh, that's where you do most of your lifting is from your legs. So I told Dita, I said, your lifting don't come from your upper body; it comes from your lower body. So there's so many different types of working out. Cardio is the most important one. Uh, Trainers will tell you different things. It just depends what they train. Do they train weights? Do they train cardio? An aerobics instructor will tell you stretching. It depends what she or he does. Uh, I've been through so many, especially at the YMCA. We used to see so many uh, instructors that they will tell you that stretching or yoga or whatever is the most important thing that you can do. Whatever, and that's fine. They believe in what they believe in because they get paid to do. My girl says stretching, train, then do cardio, and that's true. You have to stretch first. The most important thing we were told in the military, you have to stretch because if you don't stretch, your muscles are gonna get messed up. That's where you sprain your ankle. That's where you pull a muscle. Once you pull a muscle, a ham, especially your groin, your handspring, oh man, that's gonna mess up a lot. And if you don't if you don't stretch, that's where you mess up. That's why you have to stretch. You have to stretch before you do anything. That's why my first thing is to stretch. Even if you stretch out for 5, 10 minutes, depending on what you're gonna do. Now, don't. A lot of people say, "Well, I worked out today. What'd you do?" I stretched. That's not a workout. I mean, it's a workout for something, but it's not a workout. You can stretch out. I used to stretch out where I could do the splits. I used to be able to do the splits. Right now, I couldn't even. I couldn't. There's no way I could do that. But that's how much. That's how flexible I was. But we stretched all the time. Guys would freak out. How the hell did? Because that's what we did. We did that in Taekwondo. That's what we did. We stretched out all the time. In martial arts, you always had to stretch out. That's what you did. I mean, there was a guy that would, man, he was awesome in the martial arts. This dude he'd hit you you were behind him, he'd pop his head, pop his leg up, and pop you in the face if he wanted to. He was so limber. I was like, damn, dude. I mean, he could probably hide himself in a suitcase. It was funny. We always used to tell him that. I said, dude, you probably fit in a suitcase, don't you? And he'd start laughing, and I was like, no, I'm not kidding. I think you could put yourself in a ball and fit yourself in a suitcase. And I would joke with him. I said, and I'm talking the small suitcase, not the big suitcase. And he was awesome. And he was like a third degree black belt. I mean, the dude was just nobody could mess with him. The dude was awesome. And people always thought he was asleep, but he wasn't. He would just be real quiet, and he'd be in class like this, and I'd be like, "Is he asleep?" I said, "No, he's not asleep, dude. He just wants you to go over there so he can pop you." And I already knew him because that's what he would do. But you're right because you stretch, train, then you do cardio. But cardio is one of the most important things to lose weight because cardio picks up your heartbeat, and when your heart rate goes up, you're losing calories, and when you lose calories, that's when you lose your fat is starting to lose. I mean, that's when you lose fat. Muscle is always heavier than fat, which is understandable. But don't don't let the muscle grow around your fat because it don't look good. I'm just saying, that's what I've been told. That's what I've noticed. Sometimes you got these big old guys that used to be fat, and then all of a sudden get so much muscle that the muscle goes over their fat, and then that's why they're walking around and they're strong, but they look fat, but because all that muscle's on there. Also, why am I not losing weight on the scale? Well, that's why, because the muscle becomes, you're gaining muscle, but you got to do more cardio too. If cardio doesn't just mean to do it for 15, 20 minutes. When I did cardio, I was doing 5 miles. and I was doing 5 miles, but my 5 miles was, I mean, I was running, and I was running hard. I was, and that was 5 miles a day. You know what I mean? I mean, when you're doing 5 miles a day, I mean, you're practically losing a lot of, you're picking up your heart, and you're losing a lot of fat. You're sweating. You have to sweat to lose that weight. When I was running 5, 7, 8 miles a day in cross country, sometimes 15 miles a day. We'd run 7, 8 miles in the morning and 6, 8 miles in the evening. That was our training. And that was just to run 3 miles for a cross country meet. You know, it's like a boxer says. To a boxer trains 45 for the what they fight. Well, at that time it was 15 rounds of 3 minutes, right? Which is what, 45 minutes, whatever it is. I mean, 3 minutes a round, right? And they box for 45 minutes per per round. Just, and count that. It's like a whole 3 4 months of boxing, the whole 6 months, trying to get all those hours in just to fight 3 minutes around. So for every 3 minutes that they try to that that they're boxing, they want to box for 3 hours just for 3 minutes, because they want to make sure that their endurance is there for those 3 minutes. That's why some of these boxers, they don't want to go for those. Now it's 12 rounds or 8 rounds, whatever it is now. Most of them couldn't even go 8 rounds because they don't go that far. Look at these football players. These football players now they don't even practice that much because they're all going in and out. Oh, I got to get them out. I got to get them out. They're switching these big old football players because they're so big that they're not. Most of them are not even muscle. They're fat because they have them on the line because they weigh 350 pounds. That's not 350 pounds of muscle. That's 350 pounds of fat. And that's why these guys can only play 2 or 3 plays, and then they try to run to the sideline and bring another guy in after 2, 3 plays because they can't. Their endurance isn't there. So when Tom Brady is seeing that Tom Brady's going at a fast offensive play, he tells his offense, "Hey, on the next play, we get to the offense, and they're going to try to switch out their defensive lineman. We're going to go quick," and all of a sudden, 12 men on the field because the fat boy didn't get off the field on time. 12, too many men on the field. Now defense has a penalty called on them because they got too many men on the field. So these guys, they don't do any cardio. All they do is eat and lift. Oh, they can lift 350 pounds on the bench press but they lift it one time. That's not being strong. You lift it one time and that's it. And then that's like saying, "Oh yeah, I ran from here to my fence. Whew, I just exercised." No, you didn't. You're about to die to get to that fence. You're not even in shape, dude. Run to me from the fence back over here. "Oh, I can't." You're not in shape. That's not practice. Moving is brutal. Exactly. So the thing is that most of these players now, they don't even care about about being in shape no more. They care about how much money will you give me if I can just go block for 3, 4 plays. It's not about anymore about being in shape. Now, some of these players, they care about what they look like and how they play. So when they go in there, they're awesome. But if you look at these players that care about that, it's their first or second year in the NFL. You know why they care about that? Because they want to get paid. They played their best damn game or years in the first 2 or 3 years of uh, years in the football game in their life, they are awesome the first 2 3 years. You know why? Because they want to get that contract. Once they get that contract, they ain't worth the damn. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. You know why? Because they just want to get paid. All it is a business. That's all it is. Nowadays, players is about business. Getting in shape anymore in some of these professional sports, it's not a thing no more. That's why a lot of these kids, it's sad that they look up to these players, but these players don't care about being in shape no more. That's why there's so many injuries. There's injuries in football because you get hurt a lot. Yeah, that's true. But back in my time, when I used to watch the 70s, 60s, and 70s and 80s football, yeah, there were injuries, but these guys, there wasn't as many injuries as there is today because those guys back then, they were in shape. They played football and they didn't get paid the millions of dollars that these guys got paid for. Now you got these guys like Dak from the Dallas Cowboys, Zeke from the hundreds of millions of dollars a year getting paid for what? I'm sorry, but give me a Super Bowl and I'll think about paying you damn millions of dollars a year. Other than that, sit your ass down and go give me a Super Bowl. I ain't paying you shit until you give me a damn Super Bowl. But that's me. I'm the owner of a football team, and you're not. You haven't got me a Super Bowl, and you want to come talk to me about me paying you $100 million a year? Sit your ass down and go get me a Super Bowl. But that's me telling you that. No. The thing is that these guys are so spoiled that everything's about, well, I can get you a Super. You ain't getting me damn thing. You give me a Super Bowl? Look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a seven Super Bowl world champion. And nobody has ever paid him the money that these other quarterbacks are getting. And they only have one Super Bowl. That's it. That's sad. If nobody's worth the money that these guys are getting paid for, but if you're going to pay anybody $50 million a year like Pat Mahomes is getting paid, it's Tom Brady. But not even he's getting paid that type of money. And he has 7 Super Bowl rings. Now, what's wrong with that picture? Because it's stupidity of what these damn owners will pay for people to go watch a football team and pay $500 a ticket. But whose fault is it? The fans. Why? Because the fans are the ones that go watch them. And don't get me wrong, I've gone to Texas Stadium. I've gone to watch the baseball team. But I am not going to pay $500 to go watch one game. Hell no, I'm not going to pay that kind of money. That's me. I'm not paying that type of money to go watch Dallas Cowboys play. You give me a ticket, I might go, but I'm not going to go to that chaos. Not me. I'd rather watch it on TV where I can sit back, relax, drink my brewski if I want to drink, eat my food if I want to eat, and watch it on TV and watch every play, watch the 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 slow motion replays, whatever, and say, yeah, they're getting their butt whooped. Let me watch this TV show. I don't need to watch it no more. Because when you're at the game and they're getting their ass kicked, then where are you going to go? But that's me. I'm just saying. But anyway, getting back to the athletes being in shape, the majority aren't in shape. But cardio. I'll have a hard time playing games because I want to be one of the players. We got one of those adjustable ones. That's just the frame. The bed is also it's heavy too. Well, ours is too, right? Yeah. Well, ours is a sleigh bed. It's solid. It's solid oak. Yeah. And then the bottom is heavy too because it's the ones that go up. Yeah, well, but anyway, I mean, I don't know, but cardio is very important. Anyway, getting back to that, cardio was very important. I got off the thing on these guys that are they're not in shape. A lot of them aren't in shape. We need to stay in shape for ourselves. We need to, uh, basically, we need to just do what we need to do. Stretching, stretching comes first for me. I think stretching, the bike ride, or the treadmill. Now, our treadmill has where you can incline. It starts off like me. I'm on two. I'm perfect with that. It goes all the way to I don't know 11, 12, I think. But you can go all the way up. It'll pick up. You can push it and it'll pick up, and then it has its own little where like if you're climbing mountains. So it has its own little thing where it goes like in different speeds. You can go at starts off at 1.5 speeds and it goes to 3 speed miles where you're running miles like 3 speed like 3 miles an hour for about 5 minutes and then 4 miles an hour for 2 minutes and so have you. But heck, I'm not there yet. So the thing is that treadmill alone can you can just use it and it's like running in Colorado. You can run the mountains. You can, and then it has a little ski, like if where you can move your arms. Oh, it'll go to 13 tilt. Okay, and 1.4 and 1.6 speed. You see, and that's good. And the thing is that you can go at that speed whenever you want it, and that's good for you, because it gives you endurance and it gives you your heart rate will pick up. This one, I don't know what it goes, babe. What's it go to? What it tells you up there on the thing. It has that little yellow marks up there on each side of it. What's that tell you on the top? 10 and 10? See, so it goes 10 and 10 on that one. My knee grind so that I do a power walk in the future. I want a treadmill below my desk so I can use the mini ones. Yeah, I've seen those mini ones where they have the mini ones. So this one goes 10 and 10, but the one on the right side is those are the ones that let you do because I accidentally pushed that on Sunday. I accidentally pushed that on Sunday, and it lets you do like 1.5, then it goes to 2.3, and those are like exercises that you do. You see the mountain?
It has 16 different exercises.
Yeah, 16 different exercises.
And basically, it starts you off like you start a warm up, and then it goes fast, low, and the incline goes up.
Yeah,
And
it's like going on a mountain.
Yeah, it sets it up for you to be like.
Yeah, it's like you being on a cross country on a cross country like a snow ski. That would be really cool. Red, like Dragon said, that I like that. I like that idea, especially on for your desk. That would be pretty awesome because it keeps you going, doing something, especially for your leg workouts. Remember, don't miss leg day. That cracks me up. These guys all, what's going on? And then they look little chicken legs on the bottom there. I'm gonna piss off a lot of guys that I don't really care, but still. Uh, I had a bunch of friends like well, not friends. I had a bunch of acquaintances like that. That had a lot of upper body. Their arms were like boom and boom and then all of a sudden boom and I'm like Dude, you know all I gotta do is kick you in the knees and you're done, right? And then you get all mad. Like, oh my God. Anyway, but some of these guys, they just crack me up because a lot of these guys are they're so bulked that, oh man, I have to wear special shirts. Yeah, but you still wear little boys shorts, right? Because your legs are little pencils, you know. And I know that that's mean. Well, it's not mean. It's just truth. But I don't understand why they don't work out on legs. I mean, you see all these guys. You see like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stallone. Hey, how you doing, yo, Rocky? Hey, what's going on? Hey, you see him. You see, hey AJ, how you doing, Nita Marie? Hey, what's going on? Hey, Papa Jojo here. Hey, what's going on, Rocky? So you see all these guys that are weightlifters. You see, you even see the actors that are weightlifters. I mean, you see all these guys. They're proportioned the right way because they work out upper body, lower body, and you can tell that these guys work out the whole thing. I mean, you even look at the guy that played Thor, the guy that played Captain America. Those guys are well, they're not bodybuilders, but you can tell that they tone their body, but they work out a lot, and they worked out for the movie, but they stay in shape. And these guys stayed in shape, all arms, body, legs, everything. Some of these guys, no. LL Cool J was one guy that always stayed in shape, legs, arms, everything. There's so many guys that no, I don't know what happened to them. Their big upper body, and then all of a sudden their legs. You're like, what? Do you not have a leg press? Do you not you can put a towel on your roll a towel up, put it on your on your shoulders, and then just get your weights and just do go do your knee, and you can work on your leg or get a leg. Just do your leg press, dude. There's so many ways. Lay on the bench press and pick your legs up, and work on your thighs. Work on your, you know, get on the stairs, and or just get on a stack of book, get on books, and just raise your your toes so you can work on your calves. There's so many different ways that you can work out your legs. How do I know this? Because I used to be trained by some of the guys in the military how to work out. I still remember the workouts. I hated it, but it sure worked out a lot. We played tag and chase all day. Man, that is an endurance. That you want to do that is endurance. And that's why I played basketball a lot. Because basketball, we played full court. And man, play that for 2-3 hours a day. And we used to go to the YMCA after work. I worked from 6 o'clock in the morning to 4 or 5 to about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I would go straight to the YMCA, change over there. I had my bag in my car. I would go to the YMCA, change it over there, get dressed, put my stuff in the locker, and go play basketball till 8 o'clock at night. And then go home, take a shower, eat something real quick. And I didn't eat a big meal. Eat something real quick, and then go to sleep, get up the next morning, do it again the next day. And we play basketball every single day like that. And it was just 5-on-5. Okay, guys, what's going on? Let's play. Boom, boom, boom. We'd go play. And it was cool because you worked out and man, sweat like crazy. And then after that, you sat there for about 20, 30 minutes. You rested. You kicked back. And then, hey, Joe, what are you going to do? I'm going home, dude. You do whatever you want. I'm going home, man. I'm going to go eat. Oh, you want to pick something up? Yeah, well, what do you want to pick up? Well, we just go drive through and pick up some whatever, and we'd go home, and the guy would, no, you want to come over? Yeah, let's come over. Buy a couple of drinks, whatever, or some sodas or whatever. Go eat, drink. He'd go home, You know, that's it. Take a shower, go to sleep, do it again the next day. But like you said, play chase and everything. Man, that's a workout. Christian and I, when we were younger, we had a basketball court out there. We'd go out there and play basketball. But I did it because I wanted to play basketball, and I was sweating like crazy. Eats would go out there and play basketball with us, sweating like crazy in the back. We'd go to the pool, and we'd go out and play basketball. And we'd swim all day. Man, you talk about being tired. And it's not a big pool. It's only 3 to 5 feet. But for us, that was a lot of pool. That's a long pool. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, he'd say actually used to look like a Mexican. Yeah, I'm telling you. She actually looked like an Indian. But that's Itza was tan. I mean, it was good. It was good. But you know, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun outside. Uh, I remember when I was coaching Christian in baseball. I was out there every day running with the kids. Oh my God, did I run with the kids? T-ball was the most fun ever. What? Let me ask you this. Well, let me tell you something. What do you do when you're playing a game of all T-balls, right? And you have these 4 and 5 year olds, right? And you have them all, and you're out there with the 4 and 5 year olds, and these 5 year olds come up to me with a flower in their hand, okay? I have an olive skin tone, so when I tan, I look like a Hispanic cousin. You see? Itza. Okay. Check this out, ladies. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coaching these kids. Wonderful kids. Wonderful. Oh, I love these kids, these guys and girls. And I have girls and guys on the team. But these beautiful young kids, these boys would come up to me and they, Coach, 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 I got this flower. And this is in the middle of the game. Okay? And as a T-ball coach, when they're playing, you're out there. When we're on the field, you're out there in the middle of the field making sure that if the ball gets hit, you're telling them what to do with it. So I get like 4 or 5 of these kids come to me, Coach, Coach, I found this beautiful flower. Can I go give it to my mom? What do you tell them? No, get back to your position? No, you don't tell them that. Of course. Go and give it to your mom. So I'm over here, sidestepping 3 or 4 of my kids behind me and going to find their mom behind the fence so that they can give the flower to their mom while still trying to coach 14 kids out in the field. My God, but you know what? That is the most memorable experience. And the moms and dads were just like, you are the coolest coach I have had ever. Because any other coach would have been so mad. And yet you rock. You rock, coach. You're the best, coach. You're awesome, coach. I'm like, yeah. I know. I'm the best. And I'm just laughing. On my inside, I'm just like laughing like, oh my God. Itza's looking at me because Itza's my assistant coach. And she's just laughing, like looking at me, smiling like, here's this man that's like Mr. Badass. And it's like all of a sudden he is like melting for all these kids. And then I have the beautiful little girl that just comes up to me. Hey, coach, can I take... Yes, take it to your mom. Emma, remember Emma, babe? Yes. And she just looks at me. She goes, thanks, coach. I said, yes, Emma, you're welcome. And she and Christian were like inseparable. But then she moved away, but still, it was like, oh my God. Yes, do, go. And I had them for like 2 years, all these kids, and it was great. And you know what the best part about everything was? That they would give me kids that other coaches thought that they were problem kids. And I was like, I don't have any problem with them. I would go up to the coaches and said, "You're the problem, coach, not the kids. You're the problem." And then I was they made me like part of the I was part of their whatever they call it, they made me one of the chairman of the little league. I didn't even ask for it. Of the board. They made me one of the board members. Yeah. I was like, okay, for what? Because we just voted you in because of the parents voted you in without. I said, I didn't ask for it. Yeah, well, the parents want you. I said, I don't want to be here. I said, yeah. Well, I worked with it, and some of the coaches we just didn't want. I didn't want some of the coaches there. So we structured a whole different thing, and we became a pretty darn good little league team. We started being very good at little league. We got coaches that enjoyed coaches and kids. And I'm not talking about 4 or 5 year olds. I'm talking about from 9, 10, 11, and 12. These kids got coached the right way, and we became very good coaching. Christian at the end just I had a guy from the that used to pitch back in the I think in the 60s with the Atlanta Braves come up to me and told me that he wanted to teach Christian how to pitch left-handed because he asked me who taught Christian how to pitch left-handed. I said I did. He goes, "Are you left-handed?" I said, "No, I had to teach myself left-handed because my son is left-handed." He goes, "Wow, that's old school pitching right there." I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's how I learned. I'm right-handed, but I taught him left-handed." He goes, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "No, I don't know who you are." "Well, I used to pitch for the Atlanta Braves, blah, blah, blah." Itza looked him up, and sure enough, but he left the Atlanta Braves to go fly for the Air Force. He was an Air Force pilot. And he found out I was retired military, so we got pretty good, and we became good friends. And he became a good, but Christian did not want to play baseball no more. He wanted to play football. So I said, "You don't want to play football. You don't want to play." He goes, "Well, he could be a great pitcher." I said, "Okay, well, he don't want to play." I said, "I'm not gonna push him." He goes, "Okay, no, I respect that." He respected that, and I got off the board, and they went their own way. We went our own way, and everything else is history. Christian obviously became a great football player for us, in my eyes, and that was it. But that was the thing that the kids got me going in there. I was all over the place, all over the field, from right field to left field to center field to the thing, getting flowers for all the moms. So I mean, I had a fun time. It was great, but oh my God, these kids had me going. Oh, it was beautiful. But what do you say when somebody comes up to you and say, "Can I give this to my mom?" You say yes. That's what you say. You don't argue. And some coaches will say, "I would have told him to drop them flowers." I say, "Well, that's why you're not a coach." But even the dads would look at me and say, "Man, you're pretty awesome. You're pretty awesome, coach. You're pretty." And they would see me at HEB or at the grocery store, at the hardware store, at different places, at the restaurant, anywhere they would see us. They wouldn't call me Joe. They'd call me Coach. "Hey, Coach, what's going on, Coach? Hey, Coach." And made me feel good. Even their kids today, they see me, they still call me Coach. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you did something good for them. I love the kids that they said they were a problem, and I would tell their moms they're not a problem. They're good kids. Just gotta have patience with them. It's okay. Some of these kids are good kids. It's the adults that are not good adults. I don't know what's wrong with adults sometimes. There's not a bad kid. There's not kids that want to play sports are not bad. Some of them have never played the sport. They just need to learn how to play the sport if they enjoy. I even asked them, do you want to play? Yes. Do you know how to play? No. Okay, I'm going to teach you. Just do what I ask you to do, okay? And they would say, yes, coach. Okay. And they became pretty good ball players. Girl or boy, it didn't matter to me because I enjoyed coaching them. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with adults. They think that these kids are born with the ball and glove in their hand. But they're not. We don't know anything. We aren't born with a fishing rod in our hand or a ball or glove or a football. We're taught. Anything that comes out of our mouth or anything that we're taught to throw or taught to say, there's a word in there. We're taught. It's like we're taught to what we can do as diet and exercise. We're taught. There's a lesson in everything we do. Like the old saying, the lesson in life. It's whether we want to learn it or not. I learned something on Friday. I learned that I wanted y'all to do something. Some coaches and parents just want to win and be with teams that win, and they lose in fundamentals of sports. Exactly. And some parents would take their kids out because they thought that the going to another team would be better for them, and it didn't help the kid. Like I said, I learned something. I learned that if I wanted to, I learned that if I wanted to be somebody, if I wanted to tell somebody to have diet and exercise, then I needed to do it too. And I thank y'all for that push because I wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all. Sometimes you need that extra push to do something, and I needed that from y'all. I took the first step on. Well, I say Saturday, but Sunday was really my first step to take it on the treadmill. I have some. Sometimes I have some unorthodox ways of doing things, but I try hard to do it the right way sometimes. A lot of times I want to do it the right way. And sometimes it takes time for my old noggin to get things right. And my thing is that, excuse me. My thing is that having been through ups and downs on my weight, it frustrates a person. And sometimes you just want to quit and say, why does it matter? But it does matter. As I pointed to y'all earlier, you lose weight and you want to diet and you want to exercise and feel better for yourself, but you do it for you. For me, I do it for me. You do it for you. And you're not selfish because, like I said earlier, when you do it for you, you're doing it for everybody else. Because once you take care of yourself, then you can take care of everybody else around you that you love. Because if I get sick and if I'm not in good health, how in the hell am I going to take care of my family? Or my family in the stream world? How am I going to take care of them if they need me? How am I going to help them? You can't pour from an empty cup. See? You hear that? Listen to that. You can't pour from an empty cup. What else can be said? That's perfect. That is so perfect. Thank you, Red. That is so perfect. I don't, I don't, I can't, it can't be said more clear than that. And it can't be told what I'm telling you. You got to take care of you. You have to take care of you. I have to take care of me before I can take care of you. Do you understand that? Get that through here. Let that sink in, suck it in, and let it simmer in there and leave it there forever. Thank you. I've started Self Care Sunday because of that phrase. You're welcome. Thank you. I have loved taking care of my family always. I will do anything for my family. And I mean anything. I will take care of my outside family. And I will do anything for my outside family. You know who you are. My stream family, they know who they are. I will take care of you. I will do anything for you. All you gotta do, if I have it, it's yours. If I can get it to you, it's yours. And you all know that. I love y'all with everything. Because it's just the type, I know I can come out rough and I'm rough around the edges. I know that. And I don't change because I am who I am. And I thank you for that. But my thing is this. I don't change because I am who I am, but I am going to change my diet and exercise because I do want to be here. I want to be here for CJ. I want to be here for Itza. I want to be here for Red. I want to be here for Dragon. I want to be here for Denver. I want to be here for my Atlas. I want to be here to fish for the Atlas. I want to be here to help him catch the biggest fish he can catch. I want to be here to just hang out with Red and Denver and Dragon and Aaron and anybody that wants to fish with me. One Gun, I know you're not here, but if you do see this, I want to fish with you. I know Galveston's a good place to fish. I just want to be around people that care, but I want to be around for a longer time than I've been around. I've been on this earth for almost going to be, hopefully in May, 59 years. And I want to be around here a lot longer. But I want to be one of those guys that y'all see and say, man, that son of a bitch is 70, 80 years old and he's still going strong. And he still loves everybody. That's who I want to be. I want to be that guy that you come to and say, hey, can I have this? Or can you tell me something? And I can be the one that says, yeah, ask that dude. That's Papa Jojo. He can tell you. Yeah, that's right, Dragon. We want you here too. That's who we are. Because I want to be that dude. I want to be that man. I want to be the guy that lives as long as I can so I can take care of my family. I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. Diet and exercise is going to help me. Everything else is going to be up to me and you to keep it going strong. Work with us. We can all do it. We have to. We have so many new generations coming around. We have so much to teach them. Some of them just don't know that. So many things to teach our new generation. And one thing about it is that I love all of you. And like my wife said, it starts today. She starts today. And we can do it today. Y'all pushed me into the right direction. Y'all made it happen. I always say, make it happen. Y'all made it happen for me. And I bless y'all. And I thank y'all. And of course, as always, Papa Joe loves y'all. But you know what? Man, it's a great start. For me, it's a great start. And it's one of those things that it's the hardest thing for me to do is to take the first step. And it is the hardest thing for everybody's taking the first step. And taking the first step is the hardest thing. And I tell my wife that all the time. I said, don't do it for me. Do it for you. The first step is for you. And then you'll figure it out. Because once you take the first step, you'll be okay. We may be punk apples, but we are positive influences. You damn right, Red. You damn right. Hell yeah. That's so true. Well, I know it's been a long stream as always. Papa Jojo. A cup of Jojo's always been. This has been a dream of mine. This has been a goal of mine to start a chat. I always wanted to be I always say a podcast, but the chat is fine with me. It's always been something that I always wanted to do. One day we'll get to 1 million views, 1 million viewers, 1 million followers. One day, Cup of Jojo be worldwide known. Hey, it's a go, baby. It's just starting. Get on the bottom floor because I'm telling you now, get on the bus. Because if not, you're going to be left behind. And one of these days you're going to say, man, I knew that guy. I should have got on when he said get on. And I just want to say thanks for everybody that viewed, that came in and came in. And thank you for all the family that was been here. I say bye because I might lose signal driving out of the neighborhood. All right, Dragon, have a good day at work. Love you, girl. Take care of yourself. And we'll talk to y'all later. I'm ending anyway. I'm going to say goodbye here. And y'all take care today. Love y'all. May God bless y'all. And once again, I want to thank you for y'all. It was all y'all. Y'all gave me the push today. Thank you. And y'all have a good day. Have a great day. Love y'all. And this is Papa Jojo. And I'm out. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. See y'all later. Love y'all.